This may arguably be the most important video that you will ever watch if you want to start, run, and grow a social media marketing agency. Because in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find and leverage a media buyer for your agency. Basically, how you can get client results and testimonials and a working marketing system for your business when you start out, even if you don't personally have one yet. And if that sounds weird, good, because I'm going to explain exactly how to do it in this video. And if you want to save yourself some time, as always, you can watch this video in double speed. And if you're new here, my name is Max. I run an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency, and on this channel we explore how to start, run, and grow a successful marketing agency that can help us to produce great results for our clients, but also help us as the entrepreneur to achieve financial time and location freedom. But without further ado, let's just dive straight into my computer and let's get started. Okay, so we're inside of my computer right now, so let's just dive straight into it. Here's what I'm going to cover in today's video. First of all, why you need a media buyer in your agency. This is super important that you understand why. It's super powerful, so don't miss this part. The second thing I'm going to talk about is where to find a media buyer. And then finally, how to actually hire a media buyer. So I'm going to give you a job posting template and explain to you kind of how to do that. And then finally, we're going to do a summary at the end. Okay, so let's start with why you actually need a media buyer in your agency. So here's the problem, right? So when you start an SMMA or super niche marketing agency with no experience, you have no past client results, or you don't have a marketing system that is working, it can be tough to know what to do, right? Because most of the time you don't want to use your client's money as a guinea pig and you feel stuck. Because I remember when I started out, it felt very scary to get your first sale because you didn't know how to deliver any results. It felt hard to make sales because you didn't have any client results and past testimonials, and you didn't have any proven marketing system in place in your agency that you could present to your client. Because this is the problem, right? Because I know that a lot of you watching this video have this specific problem. So what's the solution? Well, the truth is that you don't have to know any of these things personally. You just need to know how to sell your service and then leverage other people's knowledge, experience, and results in your agency, for example, as a media buyer. So this is something that is very important to remember as an entrepreneur in general. When you start a business, you personally don't have to know anything, or everything at least, personally yourself. You just need to identify a problem that a specific market has and then figure out the solution for that problem. And with that said, you personally don't have to know that solution yourself. Because if you identify a niche or a market with a specific problem, then you can just find somebody else who can actually solve that problem for that specific market. Because as an entrepreneur, you're just a problem solver. You can leverage other people's knowledge and experience in your own agency. For example, a media buyer. So let's talk about an SMMA media buyer. So find a media buyer who has a working marketing system and past client results in your specific industry using your specific ads platform that you're specialized in, and then leverage his or her knowledge in your own agency. And this is powerful, so let me explain. So let's say you're going to help gym owners with YouTube ads, and if you don't know how to run YouTube ads for gym owners just yet, you have no idea how to build the campaigns or the landing pages, you have no past client results and testimonials, then what you can do is just to find a media buyer who has that knowledge. You can find a media buyer who's great at running YouTube ads for gym owners. They have past clients results and testimonials, and then you can leverage or use that in your own agency. So when you jump on a sales call with the gym owner and you've found a media buyer who has experience helping gym owners, you can make an agreement with that media buyer that you're going to make the sales and the media buyer is going to do the service delivery. Because the media buyer wants you to make sales. Because most of the time media buyers don't want to do sales or manage clients. They just want to run campaigns. So they need you to make sales and manage the clients, and they just want to run a campaign. So if you find a media buyer with experience in your niche using your specific service, then you can just ask the media buyer if you can leverage his or her past client results and testimonials in your own sales presentation for your own agency. So this is how you get case studies and testimonials for your own agency, even if you personally don't have it yet. So hopefully this has started to click with you, because this is very, very important and it's extremely powerful. And this is how I got started. And truth be told, this is how I started to learn how to run ads for my specific industry as well. I made my first sale, $3,500 per month. I took $600, paid a media buyer to run the ads for me, $600 per month per client per area. The media buyer already knew what the landing pages was going to look like, what the ads should look like, how to build the campaigns, etc. So I just learned from the media buyer how to do it, and I also leveraged the media buyer's results and past clients' testimonials in my own agency, on my own sales calls to actually close more clients. And if you want to learn how to do sales call for an SMMA, I have 2 videos posted before this video that you can watch as well. But let's continue. So hacking the matrix. This is exactly how you get a proven marketing system, client results, and testimonials in in your agency, even if you personally don't have it yet. So this is how you need to start to think as an entrepreneur. Find people, identify a problem in a specific market, and if you don't know how to solve that, you can always find somebody else who does and then leverage those people in your agency. And again, I hope this is starting to click with you, because this is how you can launch a very successful marketing agency from scratch without really knowing anything yourself. So agreement, right? A lot of media buyers simply want to run ads, nothing else, as I mentioned before. They don't want to sell or manage clients. That's why they need you. They offer a white label service, which basically means that they're going to deliver the services under another agency. That's what white label means. They don't put their own agency label on it, but you can basically buy their service so that you can white label it under your own agency. And you basically agree upon a price that you're going to pay the media buyer. For example, $600 to $1,000 per campaign or per client that you give to the media buyer. So again, this is why I recommend that you have a high ticket service. You have an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency. You only help one specific industry with one specific service. You sell your services for $2,500 to $3,500 per month, or maybe even more. And then you find a media buyer that you can leverage and pay him a portion of the money to do the service delivery for you. This is how you're going to get great results for your clients immediately. This is how you're going to learn yourself from the beginning, and also, as mentioned, get great results for your clients so you can keep them for longer and make more money. This is really a no-brainer when you're starting out. So yeah, this is powerful, right? Super, super powerful. And again, I hope this is starting to click with you, but now let's continue. So now let's talk about where to actually find a media buyer, right? Because now you know why you need a media buyer, but let's talk about how to actually find one or where to find one. So I have some different solutions here, or I have some different alternatives here. The first one is Facebook groups. This is actually how I found my first really good media buyer. I basically used different Facebook groups, for example, like AdLeaks Facebook group or whatever media buying Facebook group you can find. And truth be told, I don't remember exactly what Facebook group I used back in 2017 when I found my first media buyer, but I have two examples here that I can show you. So if you click on the first one right here, this is an ad buyer's job board. So this is exactly what I talk about, right? We have 26,000 people in here, and this is a job board Facebook group. So you can join this Facebook group and you can create a job posting. You're going to get a ton of people to message you, and as you get people to message you, you basically have to sort through them all. Select the ones that you think is the most serious, ask them for a phone call. So maybe you get 50 people messaging you, only 5 of those people are actually somewhat serious, or they can actually prove to you that they have some past client results. Ask them to jump on a Zoom call with you, interview them on a Zoom call, and then you select one out of those 5 that you think are the absolute best. So this is actually the best method in my opinion, because I know that this one is working. I really like to use it. There's a lot of people in this groups as well, and they are in this group because they want to find a job. So you have people doing job posts, and you also have a ton of media buyers here looking for jobs. So that was one example of a Facebook group, but there's also other one like this one, for example, that I found as well. This one is called the Media Buying Facebook Job Board, right? And this one has 4,000 members. So basically what you do, you just go to Facebook and you just search for like media buying, and you just search for like media buyer Facebook group or media buying job board, and you're going to get a ton of different alternatives that you can join. Just join the different groups and then create your job posting, and I'm going to give you a template of that later in this video. But Facebook groups is a great option. The next option I want to talk about is Upwork. So Upwork is a website which can be a great place to find high quality media buyers. I much rather use Upwork rather than Fiverr, for example, because on Upwork you can find an individual consultant that you can work with long term, and on Fiverr it's just like by job. I don't really like that if you want to have like a serious relationship with somebody. I haven't used Upwork myself personally to find a media buyer, to be completely transparent, but I've used Upwork for a ton of different other contractors and freelancers, like for writing, etc. So basically what Upwork is, we can take a look at that as well. So if you go to upwork.com, I can just show you what it looks like. So it's very simple. You basically just sign up and then you can create a job posting essentially that you want to find a media buyer. And they have different categories. They make it very easy to find people. You can also pay a little bit extra to get your job posting to be seen more. And again, you need a job posting, but I'm going to give you a template about that here in just a second. The next thing I want to talk about is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is kind of like a combination between Facebook groups and Upwork, and you can use their search engine or like the sales navigator to identify different media buyers. So if you go to LinkedIn, and I have a different video on how to use the LinkedIn sales Sales Navigator. So if you want to check that out, you can. But basically what you can do here is just to search for different people, right? So you can search for media buyers or try to identify different people. They have different groups as well that you can join. But they also have this tool called Sales Navigator that costs around like $60 per month or something like that, I think. And what you can do here is to go under lead filters, and then you can basically use those lead filters to identify people that has media buyer as their description on their profile. I'm not going to go over in detail how to do that here. I have a separate video on the LinkedIn Sales Navigator that you can check out if you're interested to use this tool. But yeah, that's basically it. So LinkedIn can also be a great place to find media buyers. And then the final one is just 2 different websites that I've used as well. Media buyer, I haven't used personally to find a media buyer as of yet, but I've been in talks with them. They are rather new as the recording of this video. Obviously, they have a great domain name, mediabuyer.com, and their vision is really to solve this problem that I'm talking about right here, to be a platform where agencies or businesses can get in contact with really good media buyers. However, I do want to mention here that mediabuyer.com, they more so target themselves to a little bit more established businesses that already have a higher ad spend. So if you're completely new, at least at the time of this recording, mediabuyer.com will most likely not be a good fit for you, because they're basically targeting themselves to already established businesses that already have a bigger ad spend and so forth. But they have really good media buyers in their backlog. So if you're an established business and just want to find the best of the best, mediabuyer.com is definitely a great solution for that. And then adskills.com is a shout out as well, that you can use. AdSkills, they basically teach people how to become media buyers. But again, I highly recommend that when you start your agency, instead of learning everything yourself, because this is normally quite generic, you learn how to become a media buyer, but not for your specific industry. So if you want to go fast and make money faster and get better results for your clients, you should just find a media buyer who has past client results and testimonials in your specific industry using your specific ads platform, and then learn from the media buyer how he or she actually does the service delivery, right? As I talked about in the beginning of this video. But AdSkills, again, they do train people how to become media buyers, but they also have hire here. So if you check in the menu, they have something called the AdSkills Matchmaker. And basically what this is, they have a database of people that they have basically trained to be media buyers, and then it's basically a job board here that you can get in contact with different people. So this is something that you can test if you want to. They don't have a ton of media buyers, but if you can at least check this out and go through if you find any media buyer who has past client results and testimonials for your specific niche. But to be honest, what I recommend is just to use Facebook groups. I like that the best. I know that it's working because I found a ton of media buyers in the past using it, and really good media buyers as well. It takes a little bit of work because you have to create a job posting, but I've already prepared that for you that I'm going to show you here in a second. But you're also going to get a ton of people messaging you, and you have to kind of sort them through. But yeah, it's worth it, right? So yeah, let's continue now to the next point, and that is the job posting template. So in the description of this video, you will have a link to this description that I'm going to show you, and this is somewhat of a description that I've used when I found my media buyers. So it's just a media buyer job posting template, and you will be able to download this. I think you will not be able to edit anything, but you will be able to download it. So let's go through it here. So job title, experienced YouTube ads media buyer for gym owner, right? So here you want to specify regarding your specific agency, right? You should run SMMA, a super niche marketing agency, only helping one specific industry with one specific ads platform. You don't want to help everybody with everything, but as in this case, for example, we're looking for an experienced YouTube ads specialist or media buyer for gym owners. That's the only thing we're looking for. Compensation, $600 to $1,000 per month per client. Here you have to decide yourself, but somewhere in that range is what you should pay the media buyer. Location, virtual anywhere. They can basically job from anywhere, right? And then the intro is just an intro of your agency. For example, we run a specialized marketing agency called ABC Marketing, helping gym owners to get more leads, appointments, and clients with YouTube ads. While most other marketing agencies help everybody with everything, we've decided to only focus on YouTube ads for gym owners. This gives us a competitive advantage, and our clients love it, right? So a quick intro about what you do, kind of like this one. About the job, you just explain kind of what it is that you're looking for. So again, here we're looking for a rockstar YouTube ads, kind of like this, right? So we're looking for a rockstar YouTube ads manager to work with us and deliver amazing results to our clients. As our YouTube ads manager, you will work with us on per client basis and be responsible for the following tasks, like setting up and launching YouTube campaigns, setting up retargeting pixel custom conversions, daily management of YouTube campaigns once they go live, build and A/B test high converting landing pages, etc., etc., right? So you can add on more things here if you want to. And then requirements, very important. So as the title says, we're looking for an experienced YouTube ads manager for gym owners, and this doesn't mean anybody. You must satisfy all of the following requirements to be considered for this job. Experience setting up, launching, and managing effective YouTube campaigns for gym owners, proven track record that you're able to prove, knowledge of landing pages, funnels, conversions, testing, etc., ability to check on client campaigns and report results into a Google spreadsheet daily. So again, it's very important that when you run an SMMA, you want to find a media buyer who has results in your specific industry running your specific ads platform. So again, if that is YouTube ads for gym owners, or Facebook ads for lawyers, or TikTok ads for e-commerce businesses, whatever it is, you want to find a media buyer who has that experience, because you want them to know what to do first of all, and best case scenario, they already have some case studies, testimonials, and results that you can leverage on your own sales calls. So again, very important that if you run a specialized agency, make sure that you find a specialized media buyer as well. And you might have to look a little bit longer, but it's well worth it. Yep. And then finally, how to apply. To apply for this job, please send over a brief 1 to 2 minute Loom video about why you believe this is a job for you. Please confirm that you meet all the requirements and send as much proof as possible to back it up. Finally, why should we hire you over all the other applicants? So again, I highly recommend to use Loom for this, right? So if you just go to loom.com, I have a video on how to use Loom as well. But it's basically a free tool that you can use or anybody can use to send videos very quickly and easily over the internet. So I highly recommend that you have this in your how to apply section, that they should record a Loom, because that way you can see what they look like, how they talk, they're serious. They can also share their screen in their Loom video to elaborate on certain things like past case studies and results and testimonials. And it's also a task that you actually give people when you have your job posting. So if you get a job posting from somebody and you see that it's just a copy-paste templated thing and they have not included a Loom video, you can just delete it right away. So it's kind of like a thing for that as well, that if you give them an actual job that they should accomplish when they send through the application, like a Loom video for example, it's very easy for you to sort through the applications if you get a lot of them, right? But again, you can find this media buyer job posting template in the description below. Hope you will enjoy this posting, and the information in this video can make you a ton of money. So I appreciate it if you subscribe and following along on the channel if you like the content so far. Okay, so let's continue with the video. So for a summary, hack the matrix, right? So finding and leveraging a media buyer in your agency is the most powerful thing you can do in the beginning when you start out. And remember that you personally don't have to know everything or anything regarding your niche or your market. You can just leverage other people instead. Think like an entrepreneur and be a problem solver, right? This is what you want to start to do in your agency. And this might be a video that you will have to rewatch a couple of times to really get it, but this video basically includes everything that you need to know to start, run, and grow your agency from scratch and start to sell high ticket services by leveraging media buyers. So yeah, again, that's basically it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, if you liked this video and if you like the content in this video, then you should definitely subscribe and follow along on the journey. I'm going to take this channel big, so if you want to be part of that, subscribe. And if you check the comment section of any of my videos, you will see that I pretty much respond to all the comments that people leave. And also I have quite a few people messaging me on Instagram. It's starting to get a little bit too much already, and I'm not even at 2,000 subscribers as of yet. But my intention with this YouTube channel is to share as much valuable information as I possibly can completely for free. So if you like that, again, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions, or if you want me to elaborate on something or whatever it might be, or a video idea. I would love to interact with you. So subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.